What's up, tech fans? By now, everyone knows that the brand new RTX 3060 Ti has hit the market. Were there really a lot on the shelves? Well, no, there weren't, but that's kind of, come to be what is how it is these days. Video cards come out and none are available. Now, this particular card is based off the GA104 chipset. It's coming to market at $399, and all in all, it's a pretty interesting product. Now, if we could only get our hands on it, things would be absolutely great. But beyond that, let's check out the RTX 3060 Ti Founders Edition and see, is it actually worth your money for $399? Let's talk tech. Are you looking for a code for your favorite game? Or maybe you need a new Windows 10 key, but don't want to spend a lot of money? Here's your chance to get the best deals online at CD Key Sales. Game codes are as low as $10, and Windows keys are under $15. And right now, you can save an additional 18% by using the code TT18 during checkout. Buying has also never been easier. Just create your account, select the items that you want, put in the discount code, and complete checkout. All of your purchases will be in your account ASAP, and all the keys and codes are guaranteed to authorize without a problem. So save big today and buy with confidence with CD Key Sales. Okay, now visually, this card looks identical to the RTX 3070. Same fan design, same everything. Really, the only differences visually is on the top of the 3060 Ti, you're going to see that it is silver. Beyond that, it's the same exact size. It's 242 millimeters by 112 millimeters, features a 2-slot design. Now, underneath the hood, what you're not seeing are all the specs. Now, as far as the SMs, there are 38 SMs, 4,864 CUDA Cores, 152 third-generation Tensor Cores, 38 second-generation RT Cores. There are 152 texture units and 80 ROPs. And the boost clock on this card is supposed to be about 1665 megahertz, but we're seeing a little bit higher than that most assuredly. Now, it's 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, 256-bit memory interface with a memory bandwidth of 448 gigabits a second. Now, the card itself has a TDP of 200 watts, but it's really probably recommended that you use at least a 650 watt power supply. I would go as far as using something just a little bit bigger to give yourself headroom, because you really don't want to stress your power supply out. I've said this before, and some people, were like, hey man, wow, that's really a great idea. And it really is. You shouldn't probably stress your system out where your power supply is just barely enough power to supply your video card and the other components. It'll either pop, burn out, you just don't want that. Now, as far as our test system goes, we're using a pretty, what I would consider, middle of the road test system. We've got a Ryzen 7, we've got 32 gigabytes of memory, we've got a really nice SSD. We're using the latest drivers as the time of this launch. We're also using Windows 10 with all the latest updates to that. So really, there's a lot of different things about this card other than just the specs. And one of the really cool things, honestly, I know it's probably beating against a drum, but broadcast is actually really cool. I've been setting up a totally separate area secretly because I really want to start streaming games and doing that myself and having some fun. And broadcast is really something that's really interesting. I know you guys all know about all the other, stuff that's in the card, so I'm not going to bang your head against the wall, but honestly, broadcast is cool. I like it. I think a lot of people like it. And really nowadays, AMD and Nvidia, they both have a lot of their own feature sets and everything, but they're very much similar. But I will say this, as far as the feature set goes, I do believe that Nvidia still has an edge when it comes to that type of thing. So with that said though, let's jump in, let's rock out to the benchmark song, and let's see how does this card do against the RTX 3070 at $100 more. Let's rock. And for our boost clock, we were getting a little bit under 1950, so we were getting a lot better than what it says right out of the box. So the boost clocks in this card are actually really, really nice. So at the end of the day, what do we really have with the Founders Edition RTX 3060 Ti? Well, we have a card that's coming to market at just around $400. This is for the Founders Edition. I'm sure there'll be all kinds of aftermarket cards that are available by now that will be out there that hopefully you can at least see the price on. I may not be able to buy them, but you'll at least be able to see the price. This is a very good card. The scores on it were very nice across the board. It doesn't run really hot. It doesn't run loud. It's not a great big Gigantor card. So, you know, if you've got a mid-level system with a mid-sized case, you're not gonna really have to worry about, is the card gonna fit inside of my system? I didn't talk about it, but you know, the power connector is located on the top of the card like all the Founders Edition cards are. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't think that a lot of people are, but that's just the way it is. Maybe Nvidia will change that on their next design. But you know, if you need to have an adapter or anything like that, they'll be inside the box. You don't have to worry about any of that type of stuff. And even though I didn't do an unboxing, you know, with these cards from Nvidia, you get the basic stuff. You get the card, you get some little tiny manuals that are telling you what's up, and you get usually a cable that, you know, will translate from your old power supply Molex connectors onto the card. And that's really all there is inside the box. Not a whole lot to do a lot of detail. That's why I kind of just skipped on doing an unboxing with this particular one. I was just like, oh, okay. And once again, the reason I wasn't even really worried about getting this card up at 6 o'clock in the morning on launch day is the fact that when I've been doing this, I tend to get a lot of people just saying, well, what's the point of these reviews, Eric, if I can't even buy the card? Well, the point is just to get the information out there to everybody. That's just really what it's about. Getting the information out there, showing you guys comparisons of stuff. Now, I'm doing my testing right now on an AMD system. Some other people may be still testing on an Intel system. We're actually going to be upgrading our AMD system. The reason for this is the latest Ryzen 9 CPU just does so much better in single, core stuff and single thread stuff that's what we're going to be using in the future. If Intel can come up with a better CPU in the future, I'm sure we could go back, but for right now, AMD just seems to be like they have their act together. So that's the direction that we're heading right now as well. So all you guys out there who like to say, you've been paid by Nvidia, you've been paid by this guy, you've been paid by this guy. Where's the cash? I'm just kidding. But there is no money. There's no money ever been paid for anything. It's just the way things are. But there you have it. That's my take on the RTX 3060 Ti. It's a nice card. It's got a good price. It's not loud. It's not too big. It just fits right. And for the price range that it's in, I don't think anything right now is going to be able to touch it. And that's probably exactly how Nvidia wants things. I'll have links down below. So if you guys want to check out some more information about this card, I'll have a link to Nvidia's. You can bounce on over there. And if there's anything else that you guys want to see, but I think that by now you guys have seen a lot of reviews on a lot of different stuff. You've seen where the card sits in. So that's about that. Peace out. We'll see you back here on the channel. If you like what you see, hey, I'd love to have you here, but if you hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that notifications bell or you won't know I'm making videos whatsoever. And if you'd like to support the channel, but you've got no money whatsoever, hey, try Amazon Prime for free for 30 days. I'll have a link down below. Just click on that link, try it. It gives me credit. You can do it for free and it helps keep teching tomorrow. Still teching. Peace. We'll see you.